feels like. And hopefully they walk away and think it was pretty difficult to get through. One of the things I learned is that you have to give them what they want. They want premier matchups. And that means we have to have a tough schedule. Our mission is to have the toughest home schedule every year in the country because our fans deserve it.
It's always an exciting atmosphere here in Neville Arena. What it is about this building that makes teams like Oregon State want to compete here?
I mean, the building is electric. The fans love gymnastics. And the one thing that Oregon State is going to really have to hone in on tonight is being in their bubble. The fans get a little wild. There's going to be lots of cheering, lots going on around them. So in the postseason, it's all about sticking in your bubble, keeping that team close. So this is a huge opportunity for Oregon State to start that.
Very important season for Oregon State after what happened last year. You might remember, of course, last season the Pac-12 had 8 programs competing in women's gymnastics. And due to realignment, 7 teams relocated to the Big 12, the ACC, and the Big 10, leaving Oregon State in a gymnastics conference of 1 for the next 2 seasons. So for 26-27 school year, 7 teams will join the Pac-12, but only Boise State and Utah State actually participate in gymnastics.
And Bart, fortunately for Tanya and her team, postseason for gymnastics is decided by the team's national qualifying score, or NQS, and not by the conference record or the conference affiliation. It's all performance-based. So like tonight, it's important to still compete in meets that allow the Beavers to showcase their talents, draw energy from these big crowds and their opponents.
And currently ranked 9th, the program continues to perform at their high standard they've maintained for decades. We have a close one here. Jade Carey's score on the bar was a 9.9, and that means that Auburn has a slight lead by 5/100ths of a point. So coming up in the next rotation, Oregon State will go to the vault. You're going to want to see Sophia Esposito there. And on Auburn's bar rotation, Bryn Bartman back from injury. Excited to see her as well when we return. Over on ESPN at 2:30 Eastern, we get things started off with number 9 Kentucky and Vandy. Then number 2 Duke takes on Wake Forest, followed by number 12 Kansas hosting number 7 Houston. And we cap the day with number 1 Auburn and number 6 Tennessee right here in Neville Arena. And College game day is here. This place will be rocking not only tonight but tomorrow as well. Make sure you tune in for that quadruple header. Second rotation now, we go to the vault. Home team Auburn has the lead by 5/100ths of a point. Oregon State now in this rotation will be on the vault, and that means Natalie Briones will lead them off here.
Natalie is a solid leadoff in this position. Yurchenko full. Nice job. This is a 9.95 start value, but she does it so well. It's very clean. Really the biggest deduction there was that slight hop on the landing. She had a 9.85 in this leadoff position last week, so a really nice job last week. See what judges think tonight.
She led off in all 13 meets last year on the vault. Now we go to the bars. Alex Irvin, transfer from UCLA, will lead off on bars for the Tigers.
Big combination here. Pikes Jaeger right to her bail. Nicely done. Gorgeous pass handstand, showcasing those lines. And the dismount.
Nice.
Wow. Really, really nice start for Auburn.
She told us this is her favorite event because it hurts her body the least.
I understand that. Bars was my favorite. Might have been that way too, but this release right here, hiked Jaeger and then right down the low bar, and finishes with a nice tough full in. See, she's fighting for that landing, just absorbed it a little bit longer to get that stick.
Sage Thompson next up on ball. Natalie Briones led off Oregon State with a strong 9.8.
Yurchenko full here. Really, Oregon State is putting up these 9.95 start values, but they're so clean and very well done. Sometimes it's about the risk versus reward with those 10.0 start values and 9.95. Sage really showcasing that 9.95 Yurchenko full start.
Grace Boyd will be next up. On the bars, the sophomore from Windermere, Florida. Baseball enthusiast might remember her father, Stan. He played baseball here at Auburn. She, as a young lady, came to her first Auburn gymnastics meet at the age of 5 and made a commitment that she's coming here.
I love it. Grace coming off of a 9.825. Only right down to the low bar. A little short on that handstand half pirouette. Again, the judges are looking for deductions. Handstands is really where they see them. Install their double tuck. You saw she took that hop and that side step. Clean routine. Nice job.
For Oregon State over on vault, they have 2 9.8s so far. Sophia Esposito, the sophomore, has been working hard to earn her spot in the lineup. She has a great, consistent hit rate as just a sophomore.
Really nicely done. The one thing again, Sophia focuses on her form. She keeps that laid out position the entire time. Gets great height off the ball. And again, we're not seeing the 10-0 star values yet from Auburn, but they're pretty consistent with the 9.8. See what Sophia gets with that nice vault she just did.
We talked about the all-arounder. She's doing 3 of the 4 events. She will not be on the uneven bars tonight, as she wasn't in that first rotation, but we'll see her as well on floor and beam. Olivia Hollingsworth coming after Emma Grace Boyd at a 9.75.
Starting things off, nice handstand into her single bar release. Really had to reach for that high Jaeger. Nice pass hands in there. Again, the judges are looking for those deductions. Just a hop on the landing. You know, we haven't seen a lot of sticks over on bars from Auburn yet. Just giving up those little tenths, but right here, blind change into her pipe Jaeger, and look how far she is from the bar. Gets that grip on top of the bar, ensuring she catches. And just the tiniest hop backwards.
She's been dealing with a minor ankle injury, which has kept her out of the all-around tonight. Last year, she competed in the all-around in every meet for the Tigers. Caitlin Garcia now from San Diego. Sophia Esposito, a 9.7 before her.
This is a 10-0 star value. Just the hop forward. The one thing Caitlin does so well is she gets off the vault so quick. She's got what you call that quick twitch, just a quick into the twist, blind landing, legs together, and just that hop on the landing. But again, that's the first 10-0 start value for Oregon State tonight.
Mentioned the risk versus reward. That's always a decision every coach and every athlete has to really work out.
Absolutely. It's all about, is it worth doing the 10-0 start value vault if you end up taking a huge hop forward, or do you do the 9.95 start value that you can stick? It's really just all about what the athlete is comfortable and really what the coaches think is the right move.
All right, here's a redshirt freshman, Bryn Hartman. Missed last year's season due to injury. Excited to see what she can do today on bars.
I'm excited about this one. She is such an aggressive bar swinger. Beautiful lines, just not afraid to really work the uneven bars. Little body position in that half pirouette.
It's nice extension.
And a double front dismount.
Oh.
saves it. Little spotty there. Wasn't quite ready for the landing. But a nice cover. But right here, this is just gorgeous gymnastics. Beautiful Jaeger. And you saw her body completely flat when she caught. This dismount. It's a double front, line landing, but just isn't quite ready for the landing. And just does a little bit of a deep squat there.
Good thing she's strong enough to hold on to that squat. That would have been very easy to sit down. Carly Chavez now, the senior.
This is a new ball for Carly. Top 1.5. In the first stick of the night.
Look at her face.
That is the energy you want in your vault lineup. Wow. So it's a tough 1.5. You saw her legs split just a little bit in that twist, but she finds that landing. And I think it almost took her by surprise. But what a surprise tonight.
How can you not love that? Good job. Caitlin Garcia, one of the team captains for Oregon State. Olivia Greaves now coming after Bryn Bartman had a 9.725. So the high score so far is still the UCLA transfer Alex Irvine, a 9.825 in that leadoff spot.
Olivia capable of putting up a big score here. Has some big gymnastics. Going to start things off. This is a church. Right down to the low bar. She connects into her toe on. If she can stick this landing.
Oh! That was spectacular!
Really well done. One thing she does so well is she actually took out a cast handstand by connecting into that toe on. So illuminating where a deduction could have been.
Coach Graven told us they modified her routine to minimize deductions.
The team is excited. She's excited. Great job for Olivia in this Auburn five-star lineup.
Certainly will be the high score for the Auburn Tigers on bars so far. Well done. Here is Olympic medalist Jade Carey. Carly Chavez before her at 9.9.
Big vault here. Huge Yurchenko 1.5. When I actually talked to her dad, Brian, earlier, he said she could do a full, a double, a 2.5, but doing a 1.5, we've actually had to work on opening up. You saw her arms open up to try to stop her rotation. But I never had this problem of having too much rotation. My arms were pretty tight the whole ball, but not for Jade, really just showcasing the talent she has.
See, tied for 6th in the NCAA right now. Pico Jong on bars. 9.925, the high score for Auburn on the bars for Olivia Greaves.
Had some trouble with this element in warm-ups. It's a Van Leeuwen, no issue there.
Stuck routines for the Auburn Tigers. Remember, they had a lead of 5/100ths of a point after the first rotation.
That was absolutely excellent.
A 9.85 or better will allow Auburn to stay in the lead at the halfway point here tonight.
And one thing Kiko does so well is she holds her cast handstand. You see right here, holds it to make sure that those judges know she's in the right position, and then absorbs that landing perfectly to get the stick.
And when we come back, we'll take a look at Auburn's Sophia Groth and her leadership in and out of the gym. Don't go away.